I'm gonna be completely dead ass when I say this. I need $500. I ain't gonna necessarily lie. Become a Patreon member, please. But when it comes down to things, I know somebody asked me to do a rate the waifu of Rwby, and that is exactly what we're gonna do. And when it comes down to things, I'll just keep it a buck with you. There's not a lot of positive things I could say. I'm sorry. If you thought I was gonna say something positive about the show or anything like that, I'll find something, but it's sad that I have to dig around and find something to say about the show versus not being able to have something on ready. We talked about Rwby a fair amount of times on this channel, and to be perfectly honest, it's fine, right? The show has its fine points, I'll say that. But as you kind of go past volume 3, you start realizing everything gets kind of less and less and less of what you expected it to be, honestly. This show is by far one word and one word only: potential. It has so much potential into doing anything you want it to do, but the way they kind of went down in different directions, the way that certain ideas were used and put into the story. Hell, I even say volume 3 has some ideas that I don't necessarily agree with, but when it comes down to things, it just like, it could have been a lot better than what it came out to be. I'll just be honest with you. And also lastly, when it comes down to things, I just also was thinking about doing a waifu material on Blake Belladonna. Guess what? I can't do it, mainly because I have nothing positive to say about the character, honestly. So it's just really frustrating with how Rwby kind of is, with all its potential, with all what it is and everything it could be, but it just never reached those levels, and it's just saddening, honestly. So when it comes down to things, essentially, I just wanted to voice at least my little bit of opinion again regarding things. And as you kind of watch the whole rate the waifu, essentially, I'm not gonna take this shit seriously, but I'm gonna just do my best to give you as many characters as I possibly can without tiring myself out. Like for starters, the main girl of the show, Ruby Rose. I'll be honest with you, she's fun, but also a bit of a handful. Can I be honest with you? I feel like there is a fair amount of stuff that can be done with Rwby if they utilize her in the better ways. And spoilers, they really don't. I'll be perfectly honest with you. I feel like Rwby is the type of character that could have plenty of different things that could be cool about her. Plenty, maybe cooler abilities, maybe, if that's what you wanted to do. Maybe instead of just having the silver eyes be what they are, maybe have her, I don't know, just expand it to her weaponry, or be able to create objects or some shit like that with silver eyes, or whatever the hell. But no one really utilizes it in that sort of way, so missed opportunity, I suppose. Or whatever idea that you want to chuck down with, honestly. Or hell, her silver eyes could be used like with her weapons to be like a special kind of dust, honestly. But again, no one really uses that, so F my opinions and ideas, I suppose. And the thing is about Rwby is that she gets from being innocent and naive and basically not knowing much about anything until she gets to a point where I know everything now, I am constantly in the right, and you have no reason to judge me. What are you, Farina? And don't worry, we'll get to her ass at some point in time. But when it comes down to things, yeah, there's not really much positive again I could say about Rwby. So if I'm being honest with you, the only thing I guess I could say basically is design wise, volume 1 and, you know, the hair that she has somewhat now is kind of okay. It took me a minute to get used to that hair, but it is what it is. Volume 4, ass. Hate that design. Actually hate it. Looks like shit. I'll be completely honest with you. I don't care for that design at all. So I would personally maybe give Rwby like a 7 out of 10. Right? I don't hate Rwby. I really don't. I don't hate any of the designs of any of these characters. I just don't like what's been written about these characters, honestly. And as far as we go to characters that I don't necessarily like when it comes down to things, that will go to Yang. 100%. Obviously, Yang is like a character that people really like the most out of any of the characters regarding the beginning, because people are like, oh shit, she's fun as hell, she beats the shit out of people, she has anger issues, that's my type of woman right there. But then as the story goes on, she says F being funny, F being, you know, the more so upbeat type of person. Now I'm just gonna care for one person in particular, and if anybody dares to challenge me in any other shape and form, I will beat your ass or yell at you for some dumbass reason. Where did the blonde fun lady go? Anyway, when it comes down to things, I think Yang's volume 1 design was good. I actually don't mind when Yang was wearing that damn trench coat ass wear when she was trying to ride around that damn motorcycle, whatever. When she was trying to, after she got her arm with that robotic size thing, honestly, that was fine. I think Yang, for the most part, looks fine in a lot of iterations. I just don't like this bitch's personality. I'm just gonna be honest with you. Volume 1 and again down to 3, fine. I don't hate it. I think it's whatever. But anything past that point is just like oh my, can we not? Honestly, can we absolutely not? So that was like another thing. Also, I don't know if Yang, now I have seen enough of Rwby to know what I'm talking about, but I haven't seen everything. I don't know if there's a point in time where Yang has learned how to calm the hell down emotionally. So if there actually is a moment like that, then cool. But if not, then I would like to have seen Yang maybe control her anger a bit more and be focused with it, instead of just being a raging dyke half the time. I'll just be honest with you. So yeah, that just kind of is what it is, right? Don't get me wrong, Yang got some big ass tits as well, but I don't think that's gonna save a score from, like, I don't know, 6 out of 10, honestly. I'll just be completely honest again. Like, don't get me wrong, Yang is fine, and that's pretty much kind of down with any character in this damn show, almost. But still, nonetheless, yeah, I can't really see past a 6. I'm sorry. Weiss! I'll be straight with you. I don't have an opinion of Weiss. In fact, this is the character I think I probably hate the least, because I just don't care for Weiss, honestly. I'll just be honest. Like, even like design of character, like, if she looks okay, I don't really, again, care for Weiss like that. I've seen enough rich girl characters in my lifetime to really not give a damn. But at the same time, at least she's a rich girl that can throw hands and do stuff. But still, that doesn't change the fact I don't really care too much. I would honestly give Weiss just a 7 just because. Like, I don't even have an actual, like, in-depth excuse like everybody else. Weiss is just there for half the time for me. I'll be perfectly honest. Like, that's just how I feel, right? When I was watching any part of Rwby, I was not thinking about anything of Weiss and her problems. I was just not. She was probably the character I care about the least, honestly. So, it is what it is. But anyway, so we go into Blake, and by far, Blake, to me, is the biggest disappointment when it comes to potential. Because Blake was, when I first started watching Rwby, or hearing about what Rwby is back in high school, I was like, damn, this character looks cool as shit. Really would like to know more about this character. And then later on, I obviously got to know more about that character. And then I effing hate it, because they really wasted the shit out of this character. First of all, her design in Volume 1 is flawless, and I absolutely love it. Any design after that is bullshit. I'ma keep it a stack, especially when they cut her hair when there was no reason for that shit. Her hair, long, was fine. They just said, let's just do whatever the hell we wanted with this, because why not? And then why you keep giving her white clothes? Like, she has a black aesthetic for a reason. Like, I don't understand that. I feel like her aesthetic would have been just black and a hint of white, instead of just all white, like she's coming down like she's Shawn Michaels from that one WrestleMania. I think WrestleMania 25, honestly. She's one of those characters I would have thought, damn, she would be like a childhood crush for a lot of people, like Raven is or Gwen is. But no, that's definitely not the case in this one. Like, she doesn't even feel that. She's just something else all entirely. And while I will still sit on the hill and say that Blake is by far, of all the characters, like the best looking design character of all of them, if we're looking from Volume 1's perspective, but holy shit did they F her character up. I just don't care. Like, dead ass, the only reason why she's even there or has anything to do is if Yang is there. If she doesn't have anything to do when, comes down to the story or whatever, that's it, right? Like, every other character might have something else that's going on side-wise, but Blake has literally effing nothing. What, you want to bring in the White Fang? The White Fang don't matter. They haven't mattered since, what, Volume 5, 6, whatever? It's just like, bro, none of that shit matters no more. Like, she literally has nothing. If Yang isn't there, she basically doesn't exist and gets Thanos snapped. It is what it is. So, yeah, obviously, I hate what they did to Blake and not necessarily give her shit at all. If this was any other instance when it comes to the characters, writing, and any of that other stuff, I would 100% give Blake a 10 out of 10. But I can't do that because they jacked up her character. So I honestly have to give her like a 6 as well. It's unfortunate, but that's the only placement I can see Blake going. Hell, dead ass, I want to give her a 4 because I don't hate Blake's character, but holy shit did they F her up in the worst possible way. And that's the only reason why I'm just that barely enough wanting to give her a 6 more than a 4, honestly. I'll just be honest with that. I guess we can talk about Teen Juniper's girls for a little second. Like, I'll be honest with you, Pyrrha probably is like the best girl in the damn show. Which is kind of crazy. A dead chick that's been dead for a long ass time is better than the main cast of characters. That says a lot, right? So, and that's basically because, yeah, she was basically like a perfectionist ass person, and she was just doing everything that she absolutely can in the best possible ways and all that stuff. But at the very same time, it wasn't like there was anything remotely wrong with this character until her fight with Penny. That was essentially it. And I don't necessarily have really any problem with Pyrrha at all. The design of Pyrrha is a little bit less than I really wanted. Like, I get it, she's a Spartan type of character, and I get it. That's fine, like a Roman type of character. But still, nonetheless, it's just like, I'm kind of good on that, design-wise, right? But other than that, I actually don't mind Pyrrha. Damn near, if I'm going to give anybody a 10 out of 10, it would be Pyrrha, honestly. I'm thinking I'll stick to a 9.5 though, but out of anybody, Pyrrha would be the damn near 10 out of 10 person. I don't think anybody else is going to reach that level, unfortunately. So that just is what it is. And as far as Nora is concerned, I do, again, get it that she is absolutely fun. And again, another character I would kind of say that's better than the main cast of the team of Rwby, honestly. So that's like another thing. So yeah, but I would probably give Nora maybe like a 7.5, right? Just barely over Team Rwby themselves, if I'm being perfectly honest. Not for any particular reason. I don't have really many complaints about Nora too much, so it kind of is when it comes to her, you know? They do a lot with Neo's character a lot of the time, which, to be honest, kind of doesn't really hit well, but I will honestly forgive all of that shit just because her design is possibly one of the better designed characters in the entire show. Like, generally, like, she might have the most 10 out of 10 design of any character, just not character wise, you know? I think that her not talking is also like a very fun thing, honestly, so that's also like a really decent point. But yeah, there's some things that also with Neo's character that I don't necessarily agree with. But I feel like she's like, if I'm gonna like a character as a whole that I can feel with design wise and just kind of how they are, Neo will probably be the number one go-to for me. I'm just gonna be honest with you. So yeah, that just kind of is what it is. I would say Neo's probably like a 9 in my opinion. Call me crazy, but I think that's where we'll go with that one. Emerald, she looks good. That's kind of real all I got to say about that one. She folded to go to the good guy side at some point, which, why? I feel like Cinder and Old Boy would have been like a great team for them just to stay together no matter what, honestly. So that's kind of annoying, but you know, it is what it is when it comes down to things. So I would definitely just say that Emerald is just sexy. So 9 out of 10, F it. I don't know what to say, honestly. And the last character that we have to talk about is Kali Belladonna. 10 out of 10 character, 10 out of 10 design. I have absolutely no problems with Blake's mama. I have no problems with Blake's mama in the slightest. She's fine as hell. She's fun. She's nice. She's the only character in the show that's worth a damn. I'll be honest with you. So yeah, I'm definitely for, you know, Kali. 100%. 10 out of 10. Best character in the damn show. But that's essentially about it, honestly. So hopefully you did enjoy. Honestly, I don't know if this video is even really good, but F it. We'll throw it down. If Team Rwby and the whole Crewby is not necessarily going to care about how they write these characters, I don't give a damn about the rating, honestly. So it is what it is. But hopefully you did enjoy. If you did, be sure to like, share, subscribe, hit the bell notification on the way out. Also follow me on, I don't have that shit. Patreon, $500, please. Like, deadass, I do need that money. And until then, it's your boy Jay, sign off. Have a blessed day.